So I can say this much as a Pisces March, certainly one of the busiest months on the calendar. Not only do I celebrate my birthday, I celebrate spring being ushered in, Old Man Winter being kicked out. Throughout the month, it's spring break. Around the 17th, I'm digging through the draw for my green t-shirt or sweatshirt or both to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Also around that time, there's hoops du jour going on, and hopefully you like your basketball because you've got tons of it with the NCAA men's and women's college basketball. Around St. Patrick's Day, each and every year, it runs to the end of the month when we welcome in the baseball and tax season. In between all that madness, excuse the pun, and excuse using it once again, but that's what it is again, in the third month of the year known as March, you have a special day. Since 1991, Congress voted it in 1990. The 41st President of the United States, you know, the one who used to say, read my lips, George H.W. Bush, the first Bush president, he gave it a green light in 1991, and the rest is history. Today, on the 25th of March, it's National Medal of Honor Day. We celebrate our biggest heroes of our heroes with our veterans, past and present, men and women, far and near, around the globe, defending our freedom in the good old-fashioned U.S. of A. Now, today at the White House, President Trump, certainly one of his busiest days, maybe the busiest, for many a reason, as he nears his first 100 days in office, his second go-around as 47th President of the U.S., of course. At one time, from 16 to 2020, he was the 45th POTUS. Look at all the headlines at the White House today. Meanwhile, he dropped by to visit the Medal of Honor recipients who are in Washington, D.C. to celebrate this big day. Here's POTUS 47 with the heroes. Take a look and listen.
But I appreciate you being here. We'll do it again. I like to do it. I feel good. I feel brave among you people. You have more bravery than anybody. Look how young some of these guys are.
If you go down there,
and again, POTUS 47. You know what my peeps call a guy like Donald J. Trump? A mensch. For good reason. Taking time out of his day to meet with our heroes, the Medal of Honor recipients. Again, at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, the White House, America's house. Now, when it comes to the numbers, you can bet several of those Medal of Honor recipients that are still living were at the White House today. And if you look at the numbers here in the bottom right corner, we'll start there. 63, that's the number of living Medal of Honor recipients. We'll move to the left, 19. The number of recipients who have been awarded the Medal of Honor twice, and I'm going to show you one, a Marine, in just a moment. Above that, 3,517. The number of Medal of Honor recipients. To the right of that number, 2404, 2,404. Number of recipients that were in the U.S. Army. I can tell you about 197 Marines were recipients. You add in the 2,400 or so. And then the rest in between, Navy, Air Force, and so on. Right above that, 2404, you see 3,536, 3,536 number of recipients to date. And then top number to the left, 1863, was the first year that the Medal of Honor was awarded. And the Medal of Honor was created by Abraham Lincoln in 1861. It's certainly a beautiful medal when it comes to aesthetics. Take a look at it and some of the past to present chronologically. Showing the Medal of Honor. To the left, the original Navy medal. To the right, the original Army medal. And you can see how it progressed. There's the originals I showed you, and then you go on down like the third one. There's 1896, the Army, 1904, the Army Gillespie, Navy in 1913, the Navy 1919, Tiffany Cross, and then today, here's what it looks like. This is the Army Medal of Honor. Look at how beautiful that is. And that's today's Air Force, Army, and Navy Medal of Honors, all three of them together. And as I mentioned, only 19 have received it twice. That's amazing. Nearly 3,600 given away. And this is one of the brave soldiers that won it twice. And he's one of 2 Marines that ever won it twice, and the only enlisted Marine to ever win it 2 times. His name, Marine Corps Sergeant Major Daniel Joseph Daly. Fought several battles as a Marine and a hero. In the late 1800s into the start of the new century in the early 1900s, had a valiant career for the Marines and serving the United States. So many heroes. And again, several of the living ones on hand today at the White House to be celebrated as a nation. In a sense, every day should be Veterans Day. We pay homage. And we certainly salute our veterans. But today, again, the specialist of all days, when we salute with the highest regard a Medal of Honor winners. And I say thank you to them from the bottom of my heart.